thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR HALACHA. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Tuesday, the 31st day of August, the 23rd day of Elul. When the shofar blower blows the shofar, you may have heard of this before. The shofar, it is most appropriate for the shofar to be placed on the right side. I'm not sure how that's looking in mirror image to you guys, but I'm pointing to the right side of my mouth. The shofar should be on the right side of the mouth of the person blowing the shofar. Now, you might have assumed that that's because, yeah, we always give prominence to the right side in halacha. We tell, let's say, the person carrying the Torah to carry it on his right side. We tell the person approaching the bima with the Torah to ring around the right side of the bima as he faces it. So right is often given prominence in halacha, but there's actually another interesting reason why the shofar is blown on the right side of the mouth. I'm going to show that to you in the Mishnah Brura. I got it right here. Here it is. B'tzad Yamin, says the Mishnah Brura, shel piv of his mouth, mishum dechsiv, because it's written, v'hasatan omed al yamino lesitno. The Satan, Satan, if you want to call it that, stands at the right side of the person to try to block what the person is doing. The shofar is, in a spiritual sense, supposed to go against the efforts of the Satan. So having the shofar blowing out of your right side, like right kind of into the Satan who stands at your right, that and I'm not making this up, you see it right here in the Mishnah Brura. That is the reason why the shofar should be blown on the right side of your mouth, to sort of counteract the efforts of the Satan, who is mekatreg. That means it tries to kind of like litigate against us in the face of the Creator and says, no, they're not deserving because of whatever. And we have the shofar, which reminds of the great Akedah, which was the attempted offering of Yitzchak as a sacrifice to God, Yitzchak Avinu, way back when. So we're invoking that. I guess I should just mention quickly, the shofar signifies that event, because at the end of the Akedah, when Abraham said, can't I bring any sacrifice, God indicated to Abraham that there was an ayil, a ram, who had become entangled in a bush, and they then used the ram as the sacrifice instead of Yitzchak. So the ram's horn, which we blow as the shofar, indicates and quote unquote reminds God about the Akedah. So that's why we're using the shofar. It acts as a great weapon, if you want to call it that, against the Satan. And so that's why we do it on the right, because as we read right here, the Satan stands to the right of each person. Okay, if the shofar blower, for whatever reason, feels that his lip is wearing out, or he can't get the sound going on the right side of his mouth, as indicated farther down in the halacha, you could go over to the left side of your mouth if necessary, if you have to. Okay, thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.